Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Danvat, sorry. Like,
Dandavata, no problem. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshur Unmilitam Jaina Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripata Dhambande Shri Gurum Dintaranam Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Sankirtan ki jai Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai Nitai Gaur Pramanandi Hare Hare Bol Hare Krishna Chapter 6 How to Discharge Devotional Service. So in this chapter we are going to see Anga of the Bhakti. Last class, I talked about Hari Bhakti Vilas. Hari Bhakti Vilas is based on the teaching by Mahaprabhu. And in Hari Bhakti Vilas, which is coming, many of the content is coming from Narad Pancharatri and other Puranas like Padma Purana, Skand Purana, Narad Purana, and other Purana, Garuda Puran. So all of that is compiled by Sanatana Goswami in Hari Bhakti Vilas, and he has given what is bhakti, which means what are the angas of bhakti. And out of all 64 principal angas are given by Rupa Goswami, Nectar of Devotion. So we are going to see very important discussion, and we have to pay attention to it and remember it and know what is bhakti and what is not bhakti. Whatever these 64 limbs will tell us, that's the bhakti. Okay. So out of the 64 limbs, they are put into three major segments. The first 10 ang talk about what are the things that we should do. So bhakti has do's and don'ts. Do it, don't do it. Ayama, niyama. Yama, niyama, yama, niyama, yama, niyama. What is to be done, what is not to be done. Pravritti, nivritti. So first 10 talks about do's of the bhakti, and second 10 talks about don'ts of the bhakti. So that makes his total 20. And then there are 44 remaining anga. Out of those 44 anga, 5 angas are most potent. So most of the time we are doing those 5 angas of bhakti. So that's how we'll see, 20 items which are of primary importance. 10 of them are pravritti, which talks about what are do's, and then 10 of those are don'ts, which we don't have to do. Out of the first 10 that says what one should do, there are 3 angas which are very important. And out of 44 angas, 5 last angas, 60 to 64, are prominent anga, most potent anga of the bhakti. And we are doing that most of the time. I can tell you what are those 5 potent anga. A, association. So number 1 is association. Number 2 is reading books, Bhakti Shastra, such as Nectar of Devotion, Hari Bhakti Vilas, Nectar of Instruction, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and then chanting the name of Krishna, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Deity worship, having deity at our house and doing worship of deity. And then the last one is residing in Mathura or visiting the holy places. So those are the 5 most prominent anga of bhakti. So first 10 dues of the devotional service. The very first one is Guru Pada Asraya. So how many of you have done disciple course? Can you raise your hand if you have done it? The reaction. How many of you have gone through disciple course? Okay,
not
so you
yet.
need. Okay, Bina Mataji, you have not taken the disciple course?
No, Prabhuji.
Oh, you should take Mataji. You should take it and keep it aside so that whenever time comes, you can quickly get the initiation. Disciple course, everybody should get it done and keep in your pocket. So in disciple course, we study Guru Pad Asraya. So in Bhakti should be done under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. Pada means feet and Asraya means shelter. So one should take the shelter of Guru. Okay, so that is first anga, which means Bhakti should be performed under the guidance of a spiritual master. And how you practice under the guidance of a spiritual master? You have to take Diksha. You have to take initiation. So initiation is very important. We take initiation. And then, so please remember that Guru Pad Asraya is number 1. And then number 2, Krishna Diksha Adi Shikshanam. So Krishna Diksha Adi Shikshasanam means when you are initiated, then you get Diksha, and then with your spiritual master, you get Krishna Shiksha. Okay, we have to get the spiritual knowledge about Krishna, which means hearing from a spiritual master. So that is second anga. And third one is Visrambhena Guru Seva, serving the spiritual master. So anybody remember if we have seen this thing somewhere in Bhagavad Gita as a verse?
Tatvidhi 4,
Yeah, go ahead,
434.
Prabhu. Yes, Tadvidhi Pranipatena, Praniprasnena,
Pariprashnena seva upadekshanti te jnanam.
Jnanis.
Jnaninas Tattvadarshina.
So that's what it is there. That's what it is. That's what exactly it's talking about. Tadvidhi Pranipatena, Praniprasnena, Shunnaya. Upadekshanti. The word is Upadesha, Upadekshanti. But sometimes we say Updeshanti. But it's written as Upadekshanti. So that's what it says. Take the shelter of a spiritual master and prasnena, get knowledge from him, and paripatena, sevaya, serve him with folded hand. Okay, so these 3 are very important. Guru Padasraya, Krishna Dikshadi Shikshasanam, Visrambhena Guru Seva, and then Sadhu Vartma Anuvartanam. So Sadhu Varta Anuvartanam means Sadhu Vartma Anuvartanam, following the scripture which are given by Sadhu, which are approved by Acharya. Many times devotee reach out to me and say, Prabhu, what is the problem? if we sing this song, if we sing that song. So you have to remember this. We should do only that is approved by our acharya. If that song is approved by somewhere, by some other acharya, then they can do, you know. But in our sampradaya, we should only do those things which are approved by our acharya. Little tough to understand, to digest, to follow. I know. There are thousands of the reasoning people give. What is the problem? We can hear knowledge from anywhere as long as it's related to Krishna and Vishnu, but that's not true. And it will require some advancement for you to understand. Right now, if I say, you'll be offended a little bit. Why you are saying like that? What is the difference between you are hearing about Krishna and Vishnu? But no, you are not. In fact, uh, there is a reason that these acharyas came, and they came to give certain aspect of Krishna consciousness. Okay, so you cannot mix one aspect to another aspect. Mahaprabhu came to give Braj Bhakti, the bhakti that gopis have done for Krishna. So that is a different mood versus bhakti that we do by following the mood of Lakshmi. Different, very different. Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says that Akela Ishwara Krishna Ara Sab Bharya. Only one Ishwar is Krishna and everybody else is serving. But in how, does all the servants serve Krishna in same way? No. Wife serves differently, son serves differently, neighbor serves differently. Everybody serves in different capacity. So you have to understand these things. And needs series of classes. And I'm basically right now, I'm going to focus on this. Just telling you one very important thing, that ISKCON does not have lackness of people who is ready to take the teaching. But what's happening is that the teaching is taken by the person the way they want. But that's not how you should do. It's wrong. You cannot justify everything and say that I'm practicing the teaching of Prabhupada or teaching of, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Mix and match. You cannot do that. If you are doing that, then it's not Shuddha Bhakti. It is mixed with some other thing. Okay. So one of the things that I'm working on, and I try to do whatever capacity I have. Again, there are some people who will very easily listen. There are some who would never listen. That's fine. Whatever they want to do, they will do. But bhakti should be done under the guidance of acharya, and exactly you do what acharyas have asked you to do. Okay, you just drink milk, pure milk. Don't put water in there. Don't put anything else. Just drink the pure milk. If you want to drink the pure milk, it has to be pure. Okay, so how to do pure bhakti? That's what we are hearing here. So sadhu vartma anuvartanam. Follow the rules of the scripture that is approved by acharya. Don't come up with your own rule. And then Shadharma Priksha. Priksha means to ask. And Sadharma means what is Paramdharma? What is the important? What is the critical duty? What is the most prominent duty of the life? So asking about the real duty of life. So Prabhupada, has commented that Guru does not mean that you ask, what is the price of the stock exchange today? We don't ask that type of thing. We ask, what is good for me? Satan Goswami, when reached out to Mahaprabhu, he said, Grame Vyavhare Pandita Ami Jani, Amare Hite Ami Kichu Nahi Jani. He said that in the dealing of village, the village dealing, everybody says that I'm Pandit. Who is Pandita? Pandita Samadarshina, Matrivat Pradarveshu, Pradarveshu Lostvat, Atmat Sarabhuteshu, Yam Pashyatisha Pandita. So, I am the Pandit. Why? Because I have all those good qualities. But for my own benefit, I don't know what I have to do. Okay. So asking right thing. Please remember this 5 limb. The 6th one is Bhogadi Tyaga Krishnasya Hetava. Oh my gosh, this is another beautiful point. So Bhog Adi Tyag Krishnasya Hetava. This is called, this is called uh, Yukt Vairagya. Some part of that is Yukt Vairagya. How much to attach and how much to detach, that has to be decided based upon what pleases Krishna. Okay, how much attachment we have to show and how much detachment we have to show. As a rule of thumb, Prabhu should stay away from Mataji. Matajis are our mothers, no doubt about it. They're our mothers. We have to see them as our mothers. We have to respect them as our mothers. But sometimes, we go close. We reach out to them. We interact with them. I do a lot of service with many of you, all the time. You know, I'm talking. I'm, sharing. Mataji, we should do like this. We should do like that. Mataji, can you do like that? So all of these dealings that's happening, the exchange that happening is only Krishna Arthe. I'm not saying that Mataji, can you come and cook at my house? Can you come and clean my car? Did I ever ask anybody? No. What I'm saying, Mataji, can you help with the managing QuickBooks? Mataji, can you help managing the temple? Mataji, can you come and take care of the service? So you should know, devotee should know that this person is not asking me something personal. He's engaging me in Krishna's service. Very good. Very good. Take it very positive. So Bhogadi Tyaga Krishna Shahita. How much attachment and how much detachment we have to show? We have to see that with this attachment and detachment, am I going to receive the mercy of Krishna? Okay. Is it going to help me receive the mercy of Krishna? Nivasho Dwarka Adau Va Ganga Ader. Ganga Ader. So Nivasho Dwarka Adau Va Gangader Api Sanidhau. Sanidhau. Sanidhau means close. Sanidhau means close. Living, Nivaso means residing. Nivaso means residing. Residing close to Dwarka and Mother, on the bank of Mother Ganges, etc. Adau, etc. So living in the holy places or going to the holy places or living near Mother Ganges. This is Anga of the Bhakti. So many of we go to Vrindavan. Going Vrindavan is not only sightseeing, but that is Anga of Bhakti. You are doing Bhakti by going to Vrindavan, by living in Vrindavan. In the what Prabhupada is talking about Vrindavan, Puri, Mother Ganges, Mayapur, Purushottam Kshetra, Jagannath Kshetra, all of that, going to those places and residing for sometimes. Anyone who lives in Dwarka for 1 year, 6 months, 1 month, or even a fortnight, whether men or women, attains a 400 form in the Vaikuntha. This is coming from Askand Purana. Askand Purana says that by residing in holy places such as Mathura, one gets the Sarupya Mukti, get the form like Lord Vishnu and goes to Lord Vishnu abode. Okay, so this is another important thing to be noted. Hari Vashara Shammano. Anything, Hari means Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vashara Shammano. Hari Vasara Shammano. That means, I think this is example given. But the real meaning of this statement is respecting a specific days, which are auspicious day. Like we do Advaita Acharya appearance day, Nityanand Trayodasi, Gaur Purnima. There's Balram Jayanti, and then we have Baman Jayanti, Krishna Janmashtami, Ekadasi. Today is Ekadasi, right? So Hari Vasara Shammano, worshipping and giving respect to the specific days that is associated with Lord's pastime. So Ekadasi, what that we do, it's Anga Bhakti, and it falls under that 9 category. Hari Vasara Shammano. Okay, and then Dhatri Aswatha Adi Gauravam. Dhatri means Amla and Ashwatha. So giving respect to Amla, Aswathama trees. I think Aswathama is people. I don't know if you have seen it. So respecting those trees. So these are the 10 Anga of Bhakti, which teaches us what are the do's. Okay. Any question before we move to the next 10?
Prabhuji, in the previous slide, Guru is there. So Guru means only Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru also?
Guru means Diksha and Siksha, both, Prabhuji.
Both.
Yes. Yes. So Krishna Dikshadi Sikshashanam. So taking Diksha and acquiring knowledge. Knowledge you can acquire from Siksha Guru also. Right?
Yes.
So Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru, both of them are Guru. Both of them are Guru. So Prabhupada in the purport says that worshipping plants like Mother Tulsi, Aswatha, and Amla, serving cows, Brahmanas, and Vaishnavas. All of these actions diminishes one's sinful actions, sinful reactions that we have. All of that is coming from Skanda Puran. It says that by doing this, we become sinless. So this Angaja Bhakti, what it does, it brings purification. By going close to deity, worshipping deity, we purify. And with that purification, the bhakti for Krishna is awakens. So anything anybody has here before I move to the next dance? Please, if you have, this is the time.
So,
Nothing.
Prabhuji, you said 5 principles. You in the initial diagram there were out of 64, 20 primary, 44 additional. Out of the 20 primary, 1 to 10 were
Do's.
items, preliminary items. And you said 1 to 3 most important, next 7 out of that. So 1 to
Yeah.
3, which you said.
It's Guru, related to Guru. So that's why I said that, can you please remember a verse from Bhagavad Gita? So here is
Okay.
the thing.
Hmm.
All of that, like for example, Sadadharma Prikshata, inquiry about the real duties of life, or Hari Vasara Shammano, okay, observing the special day, okay.
Hmm.
This might be one of the anga that you are very attracted to, but this might be anga that you are not very attracted to, like Nivaso Dwarka Adau wa Ganga Adirapi Sannidhau. How many of we are doing that? So this one you may do or you may not do. Out of 64 anga, you are not going to do all the angas. Prabhuji, is it right or wrong?
Yeah, I mean, of
What
course,
can
yes,
you
yes.
can you be optional with these 3? First three anga that is mentioned there. Tell me. Can you
But
do bhakti without Guru Pad Asraya?
hmm.
No, please tell me yes or no. Then we'll hear your question.
No, no,
Are you
no.
doing
But
bhakti without Guru Pad Asraya?
no.
Okay. Are you not asking the question from your spiritual master? Are you not engaged in serving your spiritual master? So this is, mandate for everybody. So that's why we are saying it. 1 to 3 is most important because everybody is doing this and then they are doing other. We are not following all 64 anga. Whichever one works with you, you will do. And then 5 most prominent anga we are doing. Plus some of these we do, but this 3 everybody has to do. Right? You are Manohar Krishna Das, right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
See? So that means you are initiated disciple. We have Bimala Devi Dasi. That means she's initiated. So see, we are doing these 3 things. And now, after doing these 3, we are doing other stuff too. Is that
But
sufficient, Prabhuji, or?
no, what I was little bit
Yeah,
confused, Prabhuji, was you said five important thing A, B, C, D, E. I mean,
yeah. So out
association,
of the
books.
64 anga, five most prominent anga, right? Or most, commonly practiced anga. I can say like that.
But
This is.
Prabhuji, I
Uh-huh.
mean, how come chanting is missing here? I mean,
No,
I mean,
chanting is there in the top 5. Here, chanting is here. So out of this 5 most anga, association, book distribution, chanting the name of Krishna is there. Deity worship is there.
oh, five most effective items.
Yes.
But it is there in additional item, Prabhuji.
It's out. Additional means it's not secondary item.
Okay,
It's anga of bhakti.
but
So
it is the
10.
five
So
most
so
important.
this is
Mm,
just the categorization, Prabhu. That's all.
mhm.
All of these 64 angas are bhakti. Angas of bhakti. Okay. But out of these 64 angas, these are the top 3 angas that almost more or less everybody is doing.
How come
Right?
the
Yes.
five most effective is not in the primary side? I
This
mean,
is just the way acharyas have presented. I
oh,
mean,
okay.
this the 5 most potent items for this age of Kali,
Mm,
for this age of Kali, and Prabhupada's teaching were mostly based on these 5. So we do deity worship, right?
mm,
We have Sunday feast festivals, sadhu sangha, for sangha. We do Bhagavatam class, right?
mm. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And right, and then we give. Now you would say that Prabhu chanting is the Yug Dharma. So
Mm.
it's included there. It's all 64 angas are of equal importance. But again, after initiation, can somebody follow the 64 anga without initiation? Yes. Yes. But it is advised that first you take the Guru Padasraya, serve the spiritual master, ask the right questions. These are the related to Guru, and you do others anga too. We do more than 8 or 10 angas. There are many angas that we practice. There are many that we don't even practice, right? So this is just thank you for asking, Prabhuji. You are helping
Mhm,
others to clear their doubt. So you are brave enough. So this is just the way it's presented. Okay,
mhm,
this is how you can understand the 64 angas. This again, you will later I'll tell you that these 5 anga that you are seeing are presented twice.
mm.
So in fact, by 59, all the unique angas of bhaktis are presented. But to emphasize, to re-emphasize, Rupa Goswami presented another, 5 anga, which are
Mm.
just repetition of the angas that are presented from 54 to 59.
I see.
So now
Mhm,
you'll say why it is, because to re-emphasize that these are the most prominent, most important anga.
mhm,
So primary importance because do's and don'ts. We have to do and we don't have to do certain thing, right? Like four regulatory principles.
Mhm.
We have some do's, we have some don'ts. So like that. But
Mhm.
all of the 64 angas are of importance. Or I would like to express that way, that a bhakta should do one out of the 64. Okay. But then there is order. Okay. Before you get into another 61 anga of bhakti, make sure that you have taken the shelter. If you take the shelter of Guru, you work under, Guru guidance and you serve Guru, then other, you can get more benefit out of these angas, because now you have met the prerequisite to follow these angas. But these angas are equally good for anybody who wants to practice. They can practice it, but there is again
Mhm.
order given. For this age of Kali, the five angas are most
So,
prominent.
among the five most effective items, residing in Dham is one of them, right?
So out of those five angas, it's given by our acharyas that in age of Kali, out of all the 64 anga, in fact, the most and most and most and most prominent and important anga is chanting name of Krishna.
Right. Correct.
That's most prominent anga. Okay. But then after giving this anga, Rupa Goswami will conclude and he will say that, in this age of Kali, the most important thing is chanting the name of Krishna. Reading books, no, is the second one, I think. Because what is to be done, what is not to be done, it's coming from books.
Mhm.
Association of devotees, which means associating with Mother Brinda, Tulsi Devi also. But then you can ask for why it's not given as number one. Not necessary. It's presented as five most potent angas.
Mhm.
Please ask me if it's still confusing you.
Yeah. No, no, no. I was just saying that among the most five most important, one of them is residing in Dham, and which at least I mean, we are able to do chanting, we are able to read books, even associate with devotees, remotely or in person. y- Take prasadam, but residing in Dham, we are not able to do.
No, you
And
were just in the Brindavan for how many months?
I was not there much time, probably.
Yeah, so and in fact, do you have deity at your house? I know you have, but I'm asking for others.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
brother.
So you have deity of Radha and Krishna at your house, or
Yes, yes,
okay. Do you have Mother Tulsi at your house?
yes, bro.
Okay. So you are living in Brindavan. Would you agree with me or no?
I don't know at this
Yes.
point.
But according to Shastra, wherever there is Krishna deities and Pran Pratisthit deity who are being worshipped, and there is Mother Tulsi, it's Vakunta. So my house might be one of the house on the this street, but in fact this is Vakunta. Anybody who comes here, I have many times people come and they say that your house has little different aura. They say many people come to see my wife. They have
Mhm.
and they sometimes I talk to them and they say that I don't know if that we don't talk to them about Krishna consciousness. We say nothing, but they'll say that your house has some little different type of energy. I
Hmm.
just listen and say that
Interesting.
thank you for observing that and saying that, because the name of Krishna is being chanted here.
Mhm.
We are chanting both husband and wife. You are chanting name of Krishna. We have deities are being worshipped. I have harmonium. You can see backside 6 7
Mhm.
harmoniums all around every room. I have one harmonium.
Oh,
And
really?
so, yeah, so many harmoniums. One here, one in DT room, one right there on the floor, one is in the cabinet, in the basement. I have three harmonium. Anywhere I go, I just start playing with the harmonium. Some bhajans of, acharyas. You know, yeah. So I have, Vaisnav Padavali here, you can
Huh.
see. And I,
Oh.
almost chanted all of these songs all the time. So do you think
Huh.
that those are going, just in vain? No, it's purifying me. It purifies the sound vibration is around. So just to make the point that Vaikuntha is already, where Mother Tulsi is.
Mhm.
Mother Tulsi is being worshipped. Krishna's deity is being worshipped morning, evening, as many times as you can. Prasadam is being offered to Krishna as long as vegetarian food offered to Krishna is being honored. Prabhu, you are living in Vaikuntha.
Mhm.
That's why Prabhupada named the temple New Vrindavan Dham.
Mhm.
It's Vrindavan Dham. New
Mhm.
Goloka Dham, New Mayapur Dham. Why? Wherever
Mhm.
Krishna is, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is worship. It's Mayapur.
Hari Hari. Jai Jai.
So we all live in Vaikuntha. We all live in
Mhm.
Vrindavan.
Mhm.
It's mercy of Acharya that they have given us Vrindavan wherever we are. Okay, Mataji, Santa Mataji, what you have? Cannot hear you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, are you able to hear me, Prabhu?
Yeah, I can hear now.
Prabhuji, actually, somehow in the first two, can you go to the second one, Prabhu? So, Diksha, suppose taking shelter of a guru uh, and why Diksha is so important, Prabhu? Because, I mean, I'm not saying we don't take, but just normally, suppose if you are working under a guru, I mean, any spiritual master and having devotee associations and all, because why Diksha is the most prominent compared to these things, Prabhu?
Have you taken the disciple course, Mataji? I think you did, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So in disciple course, there was one verse that says that. So what Guru does? Let's don't get into the verse. Let's tell what Guru does. Guru gives the Harinam, right?
Yes.
Okay. So once you receive the Harinam, then chanting is basically very potent because now it's coming from your spiritual master. So Guru gives the Harinam. Guru gives the name, right? The name of your initiation at the time of initiation, and Guru connect one to parampara. एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम एवं परंपरा प्राप्तम एवं राजऋषि बीजो सकालीन महता योगो नष्ट प्रंतप. So this knowledge should be received in disciplic succession, parampara. So spiritual master, since he is coming into that disciplic succession, he is coming into a bona fide lineage, he can connect you to that lineage. So how you can connect with the Brahmana Gaurya Sampradaya? By taking Siksha Guru or by taking Diksha Guru. Siksha Guru can also connect with the Parampara. But Harinam, that is the most potent process, that is given only by the spiritual master. Okay. Diksha Kale Shishya Kare Atma Samarpan. At the time of initiation, disciple is fully taking the shelter of a spiritual master. And at that time, a spiritual master takes all the sins that you have, a spiritual master takes it away. That's the process of Diksha. Okay. So Diksha gives you holy name, Harinam, Diksha, that's why we call it Harinam Diksha. Tomorrow Harinam Diksha will happen. It gives you the spiritual name. It's connect you with the disciplic succession, and it frees, it makes you free from all the sins. It removes all the contamination that has happened, that the heart has accumulated over the time. So unless and until these purifications have not happened, one cannot fully engage in the process of bhakti. The contamination has to be removed.
So until one take without taking Diksha, though you have the spiritual master, I mean Siksha Guru, though you have devotee association, though you are doing following all rules and regulations, though you are doing everything, is not that much effective compare
Yes,
saying to
Diksha is very important. Yes. Tad vidhi pranipatena. Krishna is very clearly saying. Pranipasthana sunaya, Updeshanditya Gyanis Tato Darsana. Krishna very strongly recommend that go take the shelter of a person who is Tatodarshi, serve. So Diksha is extremely important. Without Diksha, you are not connected to disciplic succession. No. You have faith in Brahmadagara Sampradaya, but you are not follower or you are not fully connected unless and until you celebrate your Shiksha Guru. Shiksha Guru can also connect with your disciplic succession. So that's how it. Guru is very important. Krishna says that Bhaktya Mam Abhijaniya. When you see Acharya Mam Abhijaniya, when you see Acharya, the Gurus, you should know that they are mind expansion. The Diksha is extremely, extremely important, and all of you should plan to get Diksha. If you have not gotten it, please work for it and get initiated. It's very important. Okay. Sanga Tyago Vidhurena Bhagavad Bhumukhur Bimukhair Janeh. Okay. Sanga Tyago is very simple, right? Vidhurena Bhagavad Bimukhair Janeh. Give up the association of the people who are Bimukha, who are opposed to the Bhakti. Okay. So we don't associate with people who are, we say that don't associate with material minded people, right? We don't do that. Now somebody will ask why? Because that's the whoever you associate to, that type of propensity you develop. Whatever they like. If you are with the gambler, they know all the tricks of gambling and they'll be talking to you all the tricks. Hey, hi, this is how you should gamble. You can make a lot of money. You can get the jackpot like that. But if you associate with devotee, they'll say that we should go for Mangalarti, we should chant name of Krishna. So whoever you associate, their quality you get. Shishya Adi Anubhavan Anubandhitvam. Shishyadi Anubandhitvam. So Anubandhitvam. Anu means follower. Okay. And Bandhitvam means to tied up. Right? So Shishya Adi. A pure devotee should not unnecessarily make oneself heavy, not unnecessarily create a lot of distractions. And in that mindset, it is advised that although we have to take the guru, but guru should not be attached making so many disciples. Okay, how does it sound? Guru should not be asking, hey, why don't you come and get instance from me? I'll take you back to Krishna. A bona fide guru should not do that. Okay, a bona fide guru would not do that. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami never did that. He says, oh, I'm so fallen. How can I do anything? So this is again not being attached to making disciples. Is that applies to us right now? No, we're not in that position. But at some point, when you come to that position, then read this and say that, yes, I should not be too greedy about increasing my number of discipleship. Okay. Maha Arambhadi Anudhyamaha. Udhamayaha. So Udyamaha. Udyama means to work.
Over and every.
Udhama, right? Udyamaha. Going out and doing something for Jikoparjan. And Maha. Maha means huge. So devotee should not unnecessarily, it ties up with very much number 12. Devotee should not unnecessarily get oneself tied up with big project and big planning. Okay. So in fact, acharyas have said also that one should not, devotees should not take a bigger project like building a temple or something that is very absorbing, although it's for Krishna consciousness, but it might be that we want name, fame, glory. It might absorb us so much so that we are talking about the project and not about Krishna. Okay, so devotee should be very careful, not unnecessarily be very enthusiastic to take a huge undertaking which is beyond our limitations. Okay, I want to, ISKCON, I want to build a $20 million temple here. You can, a whole life you will be, working for that. You'll forget everything. Nothing much you can do. So be enthusiastic, but also know what you can do and what you cannot do. Bina Mataji, what do you think about it? And then right after that, this comes. Okay. These are all the don'ts. Yeah, Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Please ask.
how do we define huge? Means huge is a relative term, right? I mean,
Yeah, very relative term. Very relative term. Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
so um,
I mean, how to define? If you have nothing and you are planning for a million, it's big.
yeah, yes,
But if
yeah,
you have $600 and you are planning for a million, then it's not that big.
uh-huh.
So answer is also relative, Prabhuji.
Right, right.
But the thing is that we should know that what we should plan and what we should not plan. So first one, it says that don't associate with material minded people. Second says that one should not be very enthusiastic to increase the number of discipleship. Third one says that one should not take huge project, which is 13th. Number 14th say Bahugrantha Kalabhasya Vyakhyavad Vivarjanam. See here, it says avoiding the study of useless books in order to earn a living or to defeat others in useless arguments. So engaging our energy, sometimes we think, that let study this book, that book, so that, I will have a little bit better understanding and I can convince other better. Prabhupada said that, just study Bhakti Shastra. Just read again and again. And at due course of time, all the intelligence will come just by reading the Bhakti Shastra. Don't unnecessarily change reading the logical books, philosophical books, and other books because it will make you more ornamental, more refined. Prabhupada is recommending, Sri Rupa Goswami is recommending, is not good. We should not do it. Vyavhare api akarpanayam. Vyavhare means in dealing, right? Karpanyam means weak, meek, and akarpanyam means not feeling meek, not feeling. Translation is given here, not feeling miserable. So Vyavhare api akarpanyam, not feeling miserable in any material circumstances. Okay, so if you are practitioner of bhakti, then you should. Oh, I hear people say, Prabhu Nityanand say, I have been doing bhakti for so many years, but nothing is working. and I don't want to do bhakti because it's not helping. I had some issue in my life, and I thought that Krishna will help me, but he didn't help me. You know. So, Vyavhare api akarpanyam. We should know that Krishna is giving us the full shelter. Once we have taken shelter of Krishna, then we are under shelter of Krishna. And everything that will happen for good. Okay. Maybe Krishna is taking me through suffering. Later he will give me happiness. Or if he wants me to suffer all the time, I will suffer. But the underlying understanding is that in every situation, whatever situation I am in, be very, very firm that Krishna is with you. So, you are living beneath a tree or you are living in a palace. In every situation, Krishna is with you. Krishna is always with his devotee. If your bhakti is Shuddh, if you are doing surrender devotional service to Krishna, then Krishna is seeing it. That I think we talked about that context a little bit before also, in previous classes also,
Yeah.
that we should feel the presence of Krishna in our life. Remember?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. So we all should feel that Krishna is present in our life. Many times I told you many times I have gone through very pressing situation where I feel like that it will be much better for people like me to not put my head into certain thing and get tremble and criticize. But Krishna and Prabhupada Acharyas are there, and they want me to go through this one. I'll go through it. I will go through, but I'm going through Prabhupada for your pleasure. Krishna, I'm doing it just for you. Me myself, I can just stay out of everything, but I'm doing it. Teaching this Bhakti Shastra, how much time I have to put? Do you know how much time I put? All these presentations, study, making sure all of that, exam, this and that. There's a lot of investment. A lot of investment goes behind it. A lot of investment. And I'm doing it. I do it. Happily I do it. Now, there are a few devotees who are helping me. And I teach Bhakti Vaibhav. Bimla Mataji is making some presentation for me. Before I was doing everything by myself. I'll make presentation and next day I'll give class. Why? It's purificatory. It's purifying me. So do you think that I'm doing it and there is nobody watching it? There is nobody seeing it? No. No, 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 no. By this process, I'm helping other soul. I'm helping, awakens one's Krishna consciousness. Krishna is showering mercy on me too. So see presence of Krishna and never take these things in a very negative way. Don't take it in a material way. I always say that see presence of Krishna in everything. And if you do like that, then you would not get discouraged. You would not feel like that this is dry. You need to see the taste. Shokadi avasha vartita. Shokadi avasha. So shoka means lamentation. Okay. And avasa means emotion. Avas. Vartita. To be out of it. To renounce it. Okay. So devotee should not do lamentation or extreme emotion. Hi, what happened? I was doing bhakti. What happened? Rather believe that Krishna has some superior plan with it. He's teaching me, he's teaching through me, he's teaching others. Okay. So we should not get into too much lamentation, too much sorrow, and Okay, Mataji, what is there? Please ask me. Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji.
Just I'm thinking, Prabhu. Suppose like there are devotees who took the diksha. There are devotees just practicing, means still
Yeah.
all the things, right? And though they took, they may fall down, and the people who are maybe continuously doing and not taking the diksha, because only just I'm talking on only on diksha part, Prabhu,
Yeah.
following and everything. Of course, I'm not questioning anything, Prabhu. Just this is
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
understand, Prabhu. I'm
Yeah.
not. People are fall down and all. So in these two situations, because maybe they were not taking diksha, maybe some other reasons, but in these two situations, how we need to understand, Prabhu,
Like a devotee who have taken initiation
and not
versus a
following,
devotee
not
and
following
not following.
not following the rules and regulations, and not
That's
doing
one side. And what is
chanting.
the second side?
Second side is the where they haven't taken the diksha, but they are following everything.
Yes. So both of them are doing bhakti. But what happens, Mataji, that in first case, if somebody, there is nothing like fall down in bhakti. You know, remember in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Suchinam Srimate Gehe.
He will try to reach, but there
Yes.
are
It's just the
situations
delay in the
like
process.
okay,
It's
maybe
just the delay
someday
in.
somewhere again they may connect. That's what you're
Oh,
right, Prabhu.
Krishna asks in sixth chapter that, what is the destination of the person who is perfected and what is the destination of the person who is not perfected? Apakkavo. Krishna says both of them will go back to Krishna, but the only difference is that one is delaying the process. So if you fall down, you get distracted. Swalpam api dharmasya trayato mahato bhayat. Little bit bhakti, neha vikarma naso asti pratyayo na vidyate. Thoda sa little bit bhakti you have done, it's not going to be neha vikarma nasyo asti. It's not going to be distracted. So bhakti is the only action, only activity that never get distracted. So all you are doing is that delaying in your process. That's one thing. The second part of your question, if you are following everything, you are very good. At due course of time, automatically diksha will happen because diksha happens through guru, but guru is not different than Krishna. Krishna sends guru, guru send us to Krishna. It's like both were traffic. So at due course of time, Krishna will give you guru. Maybe you haven't met to the person who is convincing you fully. You still have some doubt, but there is some person somewhere whom you see, right? Seeing that person, he will say, "This is my spiritual master, and I'm going to be taking shelter of this person, or you will be my Siksha Guru." Prabhu, do you do initiation? No. I'll be just, Prabhu, please kindly help me with your instructions. I would like to work under you. So it happens, Mataji. If it's not happening, don't force. But are you doing bhakti? Yes. Are you doing pure bhakti? Yes. Is it equally good? Yes. Nothing is lost. At due course of time, Krishna will send you whoever is your spiritual master. And that's the process. Don't force. Sometimes we force ourselves. Oh, everybody is getting initiation. Why I'm not getting initiation? Or if I get initiation, then people will give me more respect. Don't worry for all of these things. That's what we teach in disciple course. Nothing. No. Let your heart tell you who is your Guru Maharaj. Okay. And when you meet that person, you will know that. And at that time, you will not ask this question. You will say, Prabhu, I have a disciple course. Can you give me the letter of recommendation? Maharaj is here. I want to get this ASAP. So that will happen, Mataji. But
Makes sense,
in
Prabhu.
both case,
One leads
bhakti is
to
being
another,
done.
another leads to one, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. First
doing
lead to second.
devotional
Second
service and
helps to get to the first one. Yes.
yeah, first and second. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
And then the item number 17 is Anya Devam Avagya. No, not showing disrespect to devatas. Did you see here? Did you see here? So sometimes, people don't understand this. Devotee is not disrespecting any devatas. We don't disrespect, but we worship Krishna. That's all. We worship Krishna. Bhut Anudvega Daita. Okay. As a serious sadhaka, you should not be the cause of disturbance of other living being. Very important. Right or wrong is a different thing. Okay. Don't worry too much about right or wrong. But make sure that due to you, somebody else is not being disturbed. Is it sounds like familiar, Prabhu?
Yeah, not
Not
being
disturbed.
disturbance.
Anudvega.
Yeah, in 12th chapter,
Dvega.
Bhagavad Gita.
17th
Mm.
chapter.
So, oh, Anudvega
Anudvegana karmena. Yeah.
Karavakyam.
Yes. So we are
That is
not,
also.
yeah, we are not being the cause of disturbing somebody's consciousness. Be neutral. Okay, be neutral. Don't unnecessarily try to disturb somebody. Okay. Sheva naam aparadha. Naam aparadham or aparadha naam. Ubhava abhaya karita. So Sheva naam aparadhanam or pradhanam ubhaya abhava karita. So we should, ubhava means two, twice, double. Okay. One should not do, what one should not do? Sheva and Nam. Two types of aparad one should not do. So, not committing the offense towards services, because service is done for somebody else's pleasure. Okay. And try to minimize the offenses against the holy name, because this is dawns, right? So, Sheva Nam, Aparadha Nam, Ubhava, Abhava, Karita. We don't do these two types of offenses.
What is Seva Aparadha, Prabhuji?
Seva Aparad means, uh, serving, mankind. We have, Anudveg that we just heard. Seva means when we do deity worship. Seva means when we are serving our spiritual master. Seva means, when we have some services to do in the temple. Those services you should know that servant is serving the master. It's being done for the pleasure of, master. So not doing offenses. When we are doing deity worship, we know that we are directly being empowered to serve Radha and Krishna. Not thinking that they are just metal and do whatever you want to do. Not having proper respect and regard towards services. So any devotional service that we do, it should be done with full purity. I always, for myself, I always think whatever I'm doing, is it going to please Prabhupada? Can Prabhupada accept this service? Whatever I am doing, is it pleasing for deities? Can deity take this service? So something like that, see, we are serving for Prabhupada, we are serving to deity, we are serving to sadhu. So, what happens if they don't take it? You say that I'm doing it for you. Hey, you eat it, you take it. But you say that no, but this is not something that I eat. You know? No, you take it because I'm doing it for you. So seva should be done in a mood of surrender, in a very humble mood, so that the person for whom you are serving, they accept your service. And I can tell you one person here, many of you are like that, but I do interact with many of you, and I can see some of you are very surrender, and I appreciate, because yes, seva means you do for the pleasure of Supreme Lord. You are doing something for pleasure of Prabhupada, not for your pleasure, you know. And then don't worry. You just do it, put at their feet, walk away. Walk away. No gyan, karma, no name, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, nothing. My dear Lord, I'm doing it for your pleasure. Okay. Krishna tad bhakta vidvesha vinidadi ashahi shunata. So I'm sure you would follow. You should have just got it by going through this Sanskrit phrase. So Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, tad bhakta, and his devotee. Vidvesha, vidvesha means criticism, right? And ninda, binindadi, criticism, and asahi shuddha means being tolerant. Okay, so sahisunta means being tolerant, and asahisunta means being not tolerant. So what one should not do? One should not be tolerant to hear the criticism, ninda, vidvesh, hate. So one has hate and one has tendency to criticize. Who? Krishna, Tad
So,
Bhakta and his
Prabhu, when they
devotee.
say not tolerate, then what should we do if somebody is
Well, you know
criticizing?
that, right? Leave that place.
Okay.
Manusmriti says that if somebody is criticizing your guru, cut the lips of the person. Have you heard that, right?
Yeah.
Or you kill yourself. Three things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leave that place,
Mm.
kill that person, or kill yourself. Have you heard that? But
Yeah.
but we cannot kill that person. We cannot kill ourselves. So leave. So when there is a lot of criticism going on, leave, leave. Or sometimes in a discussion with devotee, keep on talking, 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 and then you find out that now it is getting into criticism, mood. Then change the topic. Mataji, can we think like that? Can we right away change the topic or make it different, direction? So you have to be a little careful with that. But yes, Krishna Tad Bhakta, Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotee. We should not be vidvesha. We should not be hateful, hateful towards Supreme Lord and his devotee. And we should not criticize. If this thing happens, then asahisunata. Then you should not be sahisunta. You should not be showing the tolerance toward it, rather not tolerate it. So I wanted to spend some time today to go through these 20 angas, and we have 44 angas to go. So next class, most likely, I'll try to go through 30 more, and then remaining 5 or 14 that we have, we'll try to capture in the next classes. We'll see as many as we can do. But please read Prabhupada's, purport, and there are more details given on these angas. And we are doing this day in, day out. Other places, we talk about this. We don't talk as a anga, but we talk that we should not criticize devotee. We should not associate with people who are material minded. We should not have hatred towards all and every living entity. We should respect, all demigods. We should have respect for it. You know, all of that we talk, and it's all coming from here. It's coming from nectar of devotion. Our whole, that's why we call Rupa Anugaha. What is the meaning of Rupa Anuga? The one who follows the path of Rupa Goswami. So our teaching is basically mostly coming from Rupa Goswami. Whatever we do, whatever we are doing, we talk about, we discuss, everything is coming from Hari Bhakti Vilas, Sanatana Goswami, and Nectar of Devotion Rupa Goswami. So this book, Nectar of Devotion, is extremely, extremely very important. Extremely, extremely important. That is why we are digesting it and going through it. With my Bhakti Shastri, it might take a little bit time, but rest of the thing is very easier. I'm not very heavy on your exams and other stuff. But class part, I want to make sure that I give you the information, knowledge. Teaching has to, the subject must have to be discussed. Remaining, it's up to you how you want to take it. So please be tolerant. We are moving very quickly. and we'll be making good progress. Now, 6th chapter. After Nectar of Devotion, literally this course is over. Now we'll be very much wrapping it up. So thank you so much. Anybody has anything that they would like to ask before we adjourn? We had only 6 participants today. Many could not join. I know change of the time might not have worked with their schedule, but next class I can quickly summarize it and then get into other 44 angas. Anybody has anything?
Hare
We're
Krishna,
good?
Prabhuji. Done.
Thank you
Hare
so much.
Krishna.
Thank you. Vanchkal Pataro Vyasa Kripa Sindhu Vyasa Patidanam Pavani Vaishnava Namo Namaः.